Right, I'm back.
Hey.
What's up?
Welcome. Okay, Lotta, you do the intro for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, are we gonna record this?
It's live
Well,
streaming.
recording, live streaming, whatever floats boat.
Okay. Let me know we're gonna be starting right here.
We've got 4 people already.
Well, you can just start whenever you feel like.
Alright, I have to... Just give me a second here to restart this PC now. This thing's starting to also do weird stuff too. I just hope I'm not getting hacked or something.
Minecart11 backdoored your computer.
Well, you said you backdoored my base. Didn't really happen though.
It's like the Discord on my desktop just started putting
7
out the
people
voice
already.
chat. It's like it has a 1-minute delay.
Oh, yeah, that could be a pain.
But at least soon, the good news is I'm gonna get myself a headset soon, so I won't have to use my phone anymore to do this kind of stuff, which I'm happy
nice.
about. So let me know when everything's set up, and I will get us started.
Well, I think I'm ready.
Are you good, Minecart?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, if you're all good, then Taco wants to finish his popcorn. Shall we be considerate of him?
No, fuck tacos, any fuck. Go on.
Wow. Rude? Like it's,
Rude as fuck.
This is a debate, from what I hear, right?
Well, debate, argument, who knows?
Alright. Oh, okay. I know exactly how I'm going to start this off. Give me a second here to do a little, typing.
Of course, man.
That way, I can start this off right, and Taco can finish his popcorn. Everyone wins.
I like the little Jimmy Fallon in the corner of you.
Yep. That was from yesterday's, when I was recording a comedy thing with B-Zone. It was pretty much just me talking to him for an hour.
Sounds entertaining.
Yeah, it was like 11:30. We didn't really get many people, and a lot of left before anything.
Yeah, if I'm coked up right now, it's probably because it's 3 a.m. or I'm on coke. It's 50-50.
Don't finish this apple pie I have in my mouth.
See, that's a very fair point. So I'll sacrifice some sleep for your apple pie and your freedom.
Homemade apple pie. With ice cream.
Homemade, nice.
Alright. Just about ready here. Is everyone good to go?
Yeah, sure.
But like I've asked this several times already. So alright.
You're gonna be alright, man.
Alright, so okay. Here, are we recording now?
Yep.
Yeah, we've been live for about 4 minutes.
Choo choo, motherfucker. Choo choo.
So, okay, here we go. Good evening from this Discord. I'm Lotta the Builder, moderator of this debate, and I want to welcome y'all to this first Minecart versus Syotos debate. The participants tonight are Minecart11 and Syotos. This debate was sponsored by the
audiobook.
Spamming ads.
Thing. And I drafted tonight's format, and the rules will be agreed by both of y'all. So this debate will be divided into several segments, each 15 minutes. We'll explore 3 topic areas tonight. The first one is achieving prosperity. The second one will be the reputation area, and then the last part we'll consider about impact made on the server. At the start of each segment, I will ask the same lead-off question to both people, and they will each have up to 2 minutes to respond. From that point until the end of the segment, we'll have an open discussion. The questions are mine and have not been shared with myself or any of y'all. The audience here in this Discord has agreed to remain silent so we can focus on what the people are saying. I will invite you to applaud, however, at this moment as we welcome the 2 people, Minecart11 and Syotos here.
Pop us in the chat. Just sounds like a bunch of old men beating their dicks off.
Alright then, so, how are both of y'all doing this evening?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I'm
That's
good.
good. Alright, so we're gonna pretend we had a coin toss, and Minecart11 is going to get the first question here. In the first topic area, achieving prosperity. So, Minecart11, first let's start off with a 1-minute introduction here. Tell us who you are and what you do on this server.
Hi, I'm Minecart11, and I run a group called New Valkyria. I've been on the server for almost as long as Syotos. And I've had 6 bases, plus 1, plus another one with 3 other people. And that's pretty much it.
Alright then, let's go ahead and move on to Syotos here.
Well, do you want yeah, we can go with the long one. I joined late June, joined the notorious team that started the server, Legion. I then left Legion, and I am now better known as the King of 9B9T, and proud member of K2. That's pretty much it.
Alright, that sounds good. So, we're going to move on to our first question here, which I have made up here. So, the first question will go to Syotos. And my question to you is, can you name accomplishments that you've done on the server?
Oh yes, I can. I joined before July, definitely a huge accomplishment in the world of 9B90. Well, I killed the second Ender Dragon, I think. I have Dragon Eggs before they were very common. I had one of the 5 original, I'd say. Sob gave me one once I came out to 1 mil. I was one of the first person out past 100k. I was one of the first persons out past 1 mil. The 6th, to be exact, I think. They were duped, corrupted. They were duped. SyotosGreen asked a question in chat. What else have I done? I made the 100k sag with Swagness and all my boys. The 200k sag with Swagness and all my boys. I was one of the original discoveries of the dupe. I was one of the first people to have the first dupe. I was a part of the first map art. I made the first flat map art. I made the second flat map art. I made the third flat map art. What else have I done? I've done quite a bit, huh? That's 30 mil. And I am now a part of the richest base on the server. Yeah.
Alright, thank you, Syotos. We'll go ahead and go to Minecart11. Minecart11, what achievements can you say you've done on the server?
Well, I've run a very large group that has had over 35 members in the past. I've made 5 very large group bases and somehow managed to keep them up for more than 5 days, meaning 6 days. I have dug the Z Plus highway to 340k with some help from Rev. Let me think. I've been on the server since a few days after Syotos. That's pretty much it.
Lola, can I say something I forgot to mention?
Go for it.
I have the most playtime ever, and I have the longest played in-game since Last Death. I still think that record is longer than anybody else has played at all. I have 27 days since Last Death in-game.
Alright, alright, so as a part of this question, let's go ahead and move on to some controversial parts about both of you. So, let me go ahead and address the elephant in the room right now.
What do you mean, like Cassie?
Okay, yeah. Yes, move on. Everyone thinks that many of those bases have been raided, and all the people in there have all been, even though it was an interesting experiment, they have all ultimately fallen and have gone to ruin. Minecart11, I want you to tell us this evening, why do you think New Valkyria ended up failing so many times at these, and what do you think you could do better the next time around to avoid a similar fate?
Oh yeah, good job, Syotos. You're one number off though. It's NVHQ6, and that's still not gonna happen.
Wait, but didn't you make like one of the NVHQs and then you kind of just took it off because it only lasts for like 20 minutes?
No, that's not what happened. We were planning to do NVHQ6, and then we like, that was like 14 days ago almost. And then we ended up not doing anything with it.
Probably for the better.
Yeah, and I'm just, right at the moment, I'm just building a base with Rev and console.
Alright.
Minecart, I'm not sure if you answered the question. The question was, why do you think your past several bases have failed, and what do you think you can do to avoid stuff like this in the future?
Oh, okay, well, the last few bases, how they got destroyed and how I plan to to do it in the future and not get them destroyed, or?
I think it was why did they end up being destroyed, and how will you prevent this in the future?
So, the first base, Flashback was trying to get Huthifa scared. He was trying to scare off Huthifa, because Flashback does not like Huthifa at all. So he griefed NVHQ1, and then MC Guidelines / Stay in School Kids gave him NVHQ2's chords, and he griefed that too. For scaring off Huthifa, apparently, which I doubt. Then MVHQ3, Maybe Your Mom followed Squawky down the highway, and Squawky didn't block up the tunnel, because he's really retarded. And he followed Squawky down the tunnel and found NVHQ3, and that wasn't griefed. We just left. And then we went to NVHQ4. I invited Maybe Your Mom later. Or not Maybe Your Mom, Huthifa, and he invited Maybe Your Mom for, I don't know why, but he says he invited him to kill Flashback, because Huthifa didn't like Flashback. And then NVHQ5, I'm really not sure, because we didn't leak chords.
Can I interject here?
Go, 30 seconds, Syotos.
30 seconds, I can do this really quickly. Minecart, the other day you said yourself that you leaked the chords on the live stream, and SyotosPVD accidentally saw them. Interjection done.
Well, that's what we think, because I was tabbing through coordinates on one of the streams. Or I was tabbing through chat, and my coordinates popped up for a very short amount of time in one of the frames, because I was gonna link someone in chat, the stream, and I believe that's how they got leaked, but we didn't think it would do anything. Lo and behold, I was gone for about 5 hours, and by the time I got back, the base was griefed.
Well, interesting.
Okay, then. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the other controversy here concerning Syotos here, because you want to keep this to be a fair and balanced thing. One thing that's been mentioned about you, Syotos, was your membership in Legion, and everyone's dislike for this group of players who are older and basically have everything that they could possibly want, and thus most players on the server feel disenfranchised. And another word I would use is envious of the Legion group. Syotos, I want you to address why do you think Legion is disliked here, and how you think they could have approached the idea of reaching out to other people in a more effective way.
Alright, so it's pretty simple. We were all cocky assholes, and we had a guy like Link who was giving us a bad rep at spawn. He would, when the first dupe was active, he would run into spawn into 1v6s and die constantly, then be stuck at spawn, then complain, then ask us to come back, blah, 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 it'd go on forever. But generally speaking, if you look through the old Reddit, people like Sob and I were cocky assholes. And we enjoyed it a lot, so of course a lot of people started hating on us. It's very, very funny, and I don't know if we could do anything better. I personally don't think we did anything wrong, because I'm not trying to be the most liked player on this server. I never did, which is why I'm having this argument, because I got tired of acting like friends with Minecart. And generally speaking, I don't think I did anything wrong. Me and Sob had a lot of fun making very offensive Reddit posts and slamming people in chat, bashing them. So I hope that answers your question.
I think that's good enough. Minecart11, do you have anything to say about this?
Not really. because I'm not in Legion and I never really wanted to be.
Oh.
Maybe base at K2 was the closest thing to being in Legion, but I didn't want to be in Legion itself. I had my own group by the time that happened.
Well, there is one record out there that does show that you had chatted with someone and you were caught quoting, saying, end quote, I'm going to go ahead and go to Legion myself. So, was that, like, do your views back then, have they changed by now, that you wanted to be with Legion, and that you were willing to take the long trek there?
How old was this quote?
That's from when Lauda tried to run out here at first. You said you would be joining him. I remember this.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, I was gonna dig out there. Well, I'm not sure what I was thinking back then, but I know I wanted to be out there so that I could, one, help Lauda get out there. Two, I was trying to dig the highway to 1 mil. You remember that, Lauda. You were at 90k and you just...
Yes, I remember this.
So we went to 1 mil, and that was where I was planning to stop, but then we decided to go even further because me and Rev had become friends and I was going to base with them. So we just continued digging the highway. And I kind of gave up on that 30 mil thing within like a week.
Until now, where you've picked your dream back up.
Well, it wasn't really a dream. It's not a dream. It's more like I'm going to go to 30 mil and grief it.
Oh, you're going to grief it. Listen, that nice. He's going to travel 3.75 million blocks to grief a base I'm not even at.
It doesn't matter if you're at it. I'm going to grief it anyway.
Oh, so cool and edgy, man.
Okay, that was interesting then. Okay. Alright. I think I have one more question for this segment here before we go ahead and move on to the second segment, which will be reputation. The final segment question I have for the both of y'all, this will be for both of you this time, not for one. The question is, shoot, I just had it in my mind. The question is going to be, how do you generally view other people in the server who want to usually stay out of this whole feud that's been going on with the both of y'all? This question is for both of you.
Right. So I guess I'll start here. I'll take the initiative. If you don't care about this, I don't care. You have your opinion. I feel completely fine with people who just want to do their thing and, play. Which is pretty much what a lot of people do, so yeah.
Alright, Minecart, your response?
So... So the question was, how do I... Wait, what was the question?
The question is, how do you view people who generally don't want to be part of this argument and see the feud that's been going on between you and Syotos?
Well, this feud is very recent, actually. It wasn't that long ago that it started, more like a few days ago. And there's
Is it because I didn't invite you to my ship?
Well, that's not the feud part. That's just... It's... Let me think. It wasn't really a feud before that.
Alright, what was it before that?
It was more like... Let me think. It It wasn't a feud, because you weren't bashing me in a podcast.
Well, I was. I told you you were making a lot of bad decisions and that you were stupid and that you couldn't podcast with us even though you kept begging us to join the podcast. Even going as far as bashing another player, also known as Brad Armstrong, saying that you were far more eligible for the podcast than he would ever be, and had a very long discussion about it with him in chat. Great fun, considering the fact that you definitely are not. He's actually entertaining and you're not.
Ooh. Your response to that minecart?
Well, Brad, for one, you said he was really, really annoying and cringy and bleh. Right?
Right? Yeah, I don't really see how that makes you better than him, considering the fact that that's exactly what you are.
I'm liked by a lot more people than he is. I don't go out of my way to say stupid shit or...
But, right, that's because you literally invite every single news base. Of course they're gonna fucking like you if you offer them free stuff. You dig highways, you don't say your opinion in chat, you just call retards retard, and those retards are some I have labeled. You pretty much just repeat me like a parrot.
I just saw what Atomic said in chat. Oh well.
I haven't seen it. What did he say?
He said Brad is cringy and bleb, but he's self-aware of the fact.
Well, that's very true. Goes a long way. Remember what I said earlier about... Alright, can I ask a question here, Lotta?
Go for it, Silent.
Alright, well, I'll start off with this one because it's a little bit easier going, you know. We're all happy in here, right? I was rewatching your little podcast earlier today, and I managed to jump over this little screenshot I just linked in chat, open the original file to get it in full resolution. Well, first off, your number 5 most searched thing on YouTube is FitMC, which is very disturbing. The third, though, is name MC, and the profile is me. Are you stalking me, Minecart11?
No.
No? Just coincidence that I am your third most searched thing on Google Chrome, I think it is.
Not really, actually.
Alright.
Okay, let me say, to be clear here, Minecart11, that screenshot in which was posted here this evening does clearly show, if you can read it a little bit there on the website there.
Yeah, if you see, man.
SyotosGreen, and that is his profile. Why had you decided to search up his username in there? Can you tell us this tonight?
Not sure, actually. Because I searched that up. I've had this laptop for about 3 months. And I looked up your name because I saw someone with a similar name.
Alright. Yeah, it's a great explanation. It's number 3 most searched.
Not even sure, actually.
Use Google Drive and Gmail.
This is Minecart11 here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I thought you was finished.
I'm not even... What? I'm not really even sure.
Were you still talking?
Not really.
Oh, okay. You can interject here, Syotos.
Alright, well, I was just saying it was funny how it's ranked higher than YouTube, Gmail, Discord, and 9090.com. If you just open it once by accident or something. Shit like that.
It saved that webpage from a long time ago, and every time I open it up to look up someone's name to see if they've changed it, or make sure that it's actually someone's alt, or they changed their name, it goes up the list.
Right. So that's it. Alright. Well, I've got a quick question from chat here from Bezo, saying, why do I need to prove myself against Minecart and NV? And Well, it's pretty simple. I'm not actually trying to prove myself here. I've already done that plenty. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun. And what more fun than seeing Minecart have a mental breakdown live on stream?
Minecart, your response.
Small amounts of laughter. Because I'm not having a mental breakdown.
Not bad.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second segment here, which I have called Reputation. So, Syotos already asked the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next segment is gonna be called Reputation here, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about how both of y'all are viewed within the server, more specifically, how they view you, if that makes any sense. So This first question is gonna go ahead and start with not both of y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and choose with Minecart this time to start off this segment. Minecart, when you first went into the server, what kind of people did you meet with, if you got to that point?
Well, the day I joined the server, or
like when you started meeting people
and basing with them, or
yes, like when you first started basing with people, what were their first impressions of you would say?
pretty good actually. Diamond Bay and Brain approved. Its Dragon was there. We actually made him rage quit in Skype chat, and he didn't play for like 4 months. They didn't really hate me that much. At all.
Okay, that's some interesting points there, Minecart. Okay, the question now goes ahead to Syotos. So, Syotos, when you first joined the server, and when you started basing with people, what were their impressions of you?
Well, one of them was Swideness. I base with him today, so clearly positive. We've never betrayed each other. Then it was Diamond Bay and Dustin at 100k. Dustin's still a good friend with that guy. He barely ever plays. Diamond Bay quit a long time ago, so I guess we must have had some good first-hand impressions. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Alright then, that sounds good. This next question is going for both of you here. The question is going to be, when did you really think your popularity started skyrocketing, and to the point where most people on the server could recognize you?
Alright, can I start?
Yes, we can begin.
Alright, well, I was basing at one of my bases after the 200k sang. Was talking shit in chat. Everybody at that point knew everybody because everybody is always online. It's the same people. So we were just writing to each other. Everybody, I joined Legion. People start knowing me as a member of Legion. People think I joined through 4B, and I became known as King of 9090, and here we are today.
Alright, that's interesting. Minecart, when do you think your popularity started skyrocketing?
New Valkyria. It actually started when I was at the 420k base with Diamond Bay. I built a tower, and it had the Valkyria symbol on it.
You posted it on Reddit.
Yep. I also know when you became popular, which is the reason why I knew you.
Wait.
It was when you posted the Z Plus Highway tour.
Well, I was known before that. You just found me through the Reddit album, I guess.
One of the reasons why.
Differences, minor. But it's one of the most upvoted things on the subreddit where yours has one upvote or something like that. It's a difference.
Yeah, it was pretty much NV.
But that was MV. Alright, well, Lottie, can we start getting into some spicy stuff here before I fucking fall asleep? It's like 3:30.
You know what? I agree. Let's go ahead and get into some controversy here about you all's reputations. We'll go ahead and start with Minecart here. Everyone pretty much knows how you are as a person, and this evening I want you to address some of the misconceptions that people may have of you. People have said that you make terrible bases and invite too many people to them, and that you might be a little bit too trusting. Can you address those critics who say that you're that type of person?
Well, I'm the type of person who invites a lot of people to a base because they're all friends.
Nigga, how the fuck do you have 35 friends? The fuck?
You just made yourself sound like an idiot. You made yourself sound like you have less friends than I do.
Well, there's a difference between having friends and fucking base mates. Look at Flashback. He raids 2 of your first bases, and then you just invite him to the 3rd and the 4th. Same with Huttifer, you invite him to the 4th. Are you fucking dumb?
You sound a bit mad, Syotos. Anything wrong?
No, I'm just dumbfounded by the fact that you're so stupid. It's just simply amazing to me that you would invite a player who has raided 2 of your previous bases.
Well, no.
Well, that's of course just me, which might be why none of my active bases has ever been raided.
Well, that's why I didn't invite him, and I haven't invited him to any bases later.
Was he not in 3 and 4?
I didn't even invite him to 3. Casey
Oh,
and
so you
Lecats
had
did.
that big of a base that people just randomly joined and nobody thought about it?
I didn't make NVHQ3. K-Sam and Lecats did.
And you said nothing about that?
Yeah, because that's when NV kind of stopped, which was after NVHQ1 and 2. Then a lot of us fled out into the millions because of the nether roof. And
Yes.
nothing happened till like end of August.
Alright, but NVHQ4, was Flashback invited by you, yes or no?
He was. He didn't do anything wrong though. He actually made the Pepe
No,
Minecart.
but has he raided 2 of your previous bases?
He rated it, but
It's like hiring a fucking ex-murder to babysit your baby. You're fucking stupid. Well, can I ask him another spicy question here? Just to keep it
By all
entertaining?
means, the people
What?
are very interested right now.
Yeah, Minecart,
yeah.
you've been talking a lot of shit for the past 24 hours about you raided and blah da da da, and believe me, I will. You don't know shit about K2, do you? And you have no actual way of getting anywhere near it, except for the quotations, Pony Boy thing Minecart11 has, which has so far amounted to absolute nothing. Could you please address that?
Well, I don't want to reveal my entire plan.
Probably because you have none.
No, I do have a plan.
Okay, great.
I'm not done.
Well,
So,
in that case, if you've had a plan for more than 24 hours, why is my base not destroyed yet?
because we're gonna wait a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're just gonna wait a bit.
No, we're gonna wait
You're
a
just
bit so
gonna
we
tell
can
us
get
that you're gonna
everything
raid
ready.
our base so we can move all all of our valuables, and then you're gonna wait. Fucking great idea, bro. You're so smart, Minecart. I can't comprehend it.
To be clear here, let's go ahead and not use any profanities in the civil debate, gentlemen.
What's your profanity? This is not a civil debate anymore. He's not answering any questions, he's just literally...
Minecart, are you avoiding the question that was asked by Syotos here?
Not really.
Avoiding this entire discussion.
I don't want to reveal my plan because it's going to get a lot of people somewhat mad.
Okay, he's going to betray his base and he's going to try to get into K2 or something along
No,
those
I'm not going to get into K2.
Play some
I'm going to
violence.
destroy K2.
You're going to destroy it, okay. And that's through a court exploit or a leak from a base member or... And saying this now, do you think that's smart?
Actually,
Like
yes, I
considering
do.
Sorry, continue. Alright, well, I'll continue. Considering the fact that we could have, in theory, moved all of our shit right now, why was it smart for you to say beforehand that you were going to destroy it through something along the lines of a backdoor, a court leak, whatever?
Well,
Well? Probably because you don't have a fucking plan, you moron.
no, I do have a plan. You can ask K-Sam, you can ask...
Oh yeah, the very reliable Kai-san, the guy who got kicked for being fucking obnoxious out of a team filled with... Great idea, bruv.
Don't talk shit about K-Sam.
You don't talk shit about anybody in here. Like, if you're gonna try to defend him, it's gonna be very devastating for him.
It's not going to be very devastating for him. It's going to be devastating for you when I destroy your base. Laugh all you want, Syotos.
Okay, this is actually pathetic.
When your base falls, you'll be sorry.
Discussion right here. This is just used with your
Gentlemen,
fucking...
let's calm down here, okay?
Alright, I'm calm. I'm waiting for just anything, half smart to come out of Minecart's mouth.
Okay, so Kai-Sam was invoked here. Kai-Sam, if you're able to hear us, can you respond to what was invoked about you here before we move on?
Yeah, unmute your mic and fucking say it, pussy. Alright, well, we're gonna type it. Put some
I'll just go ahead and relay what Kai-Sam's saying, just so that there's not too much of an awkward pause here in the chat.
Well, I have to be right back in a few minutes, but...
Fucking surprising. Run away again, Minecart. Goodbye.
So, we'll be having a commercial break in a little bit here. Okay, so, Kai-Sam then was invoked, and here's what he's saying. He's saying, first off, RIA, Russia is autistic.
Well, Sam, you may not have been around for long, but I'm talking about the first dupe one back in July.
You're referring to the new dupe.
Alright, I have to relay a message from an audience member here to you, Lotta. Shove the civility up your ass, and you need honesty, or something like that. Or we need honesty, I don't know. Very confusing message.
Okay, interesting. As I was also told by a different audience member, he wanted me to relay this message to the both of you. You may know him as Voice.
Yeah.
He has wanted to tell you that this debate is literal human excrement.
Well, of course it is. It's just me sitting here reading to a fucking wall. No, I have plans to destroy your base. I have plans. You're gonna be devastated once I destroy your base. I have plans, Syotos. I have plans. It's fucking boring as shit, sitting here speaking to a guy who just literally muted himself, probably through embarrassment.
We'll be back in a short commercial break until
Dun.
Minecart11 returns to us.
Put some fucking
Now,
Bob Ross music on it.
so now we're going ahead to have in this commercial break a short little discussion with myself and Bezo here about what was discussed here. Or Gary Johnson, get in
What's
voice. Oh, my good friend. So what do you think about what just happened here? Like, wow, what a shocker.
Really, to me, this was not a shocker. Honestly, it feels back and forth. Like this has just been repeated over and over. You know, I don't know. It's just the same stuff. You know, filtered over and over and over that we hear from both of them repeatedly.
I know, like, and there were moments here in which things got real heated. Like Syotos started calling Minecart about how weak he was and that sort of stuff. And I thought those personal attacks were just extraordinary. Your thoughts about this?
I found it very. It really lit the discussion, if you want to say it like that. Minecart was being very dull and not very vague about every question that he was asked, trying to avoid the question, and flat out, waiting 5 seconds to say anything. And that shows weakness. That shows that he does not know how to, conversate in these kind of discussions. And it does not set a good precedent if we have any more discussions like this. I felt Syotos was being very strong in how he was talking about these discussions. And, I mean, I'm just going to give him the honest answer there. I felt like he was doing a really good job in discussion. I mean, it was kind of, it was very, it felt not professional at times, but I mean, you can't expect a discussion to be like that all the time. I thought it was, that really kind of amped up the excitement of it for what it was. I mean,
Well, let's be honest, it would be very boring if it was just Minecart sitting here talking about how all of his NVHQs were being raided and how he is going to raid my base. So I try to trigger a response.
Actually, okay, I have an idea. Since Minecart's not talking, Syotos, I'm going to mute you until he comes back. Is that okay? So that me and Lotta can talk about this. All right. Yeah. I don't want any bias.
Yes, this is just our mid-debate analysis here.
Okay, so what should we expect when they return?
I'm expecting for Minecart11 to be a little bit more Vaj now, and I would say a little bit more cautious now that the general audience here knows that he has some sort of plan, but he does not want to tell us here. So I think that ends up causing a little bit of suspicion, and that might lower his chances here for a victory out of this debate.
Yes, hopefully this break will give him time to think about what he's going to say when he returns. And I think that's a very good point. He says he has his plan. He says he has all of this. We don't even know for sure. And I think him saying he has a plan and him telling Syotos that he's going to do all this, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all, in my opinion, for him to do that. It makes it look like he doesn't have one. And by him telling Syotos he has one, it's almost like he's bluffing. And that's what I feel like he's doing when he's not explaining why he did that.
I see here. I mean, you make a good point here, and I'm really looking forward to see how Minecart11 is going to approach the next segment of this debate, in which I assume he understands about the gravity of what he just said, about his plan, and even a threat, apparently, to go raid the base in which Syotos lives on, based off of the hacked client account of Ponyboy.
Yeah, that's what I don't get either. He has said that he thinks, this is obviously off prediction, that K2 is at 30 mil. he does not know for sure. He hasn't been out that far, I know for a fact. But if he says he's got some sort of way to tell based off of the hacked client, we don't even know if him and the other minecart were allies. We don't know any of this because he was being very vague about what he was talking about. So we'll have to find out after they return if he has any actual evidence and if he'll be more, he'll put up more of a fight. Honestly, that's what I was looking for in this. I don't think he really thought out what he was going to do before he got in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and ask our audience. I'm gonna ask the audience members to start making up questions for the second debate. For the second, third segment here, so that we can have a bit more discussion and flexibility in what we discuss here.
All right, I've got a good way of doing this. Everybody on the chat right here, if you have a question for us right now while we're analyzing everything, do write your question and then put like hashtag cancer after it, and we'll answer it right now.
Cancer, so that we can see it. And when Minecart11 returns, we will resume the debate, and we will ask them questions that you, the audience, want to be known.
But for now, just ask us because we're analyzing what all they said.
Yeah, so remember, hashtag cancer at the end of your question.
All right, Doctor, first question we got. Do you think Minecart actually has a clue where K2 is? That's really debatable. Honestly, I'll let you go after this and then you can answer first. Next question. But yeah, I think that's very debatable whether or not he knows where it is. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that he could be bluffing, and then on the other side of it, it's like, well, if he's saying he has all this evidence, he might actually know where it is, which it seems far-fetched based off of what he said, but then again, I don't think he was prepared to talk about this. So, your turn.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be creating a poll very soon near the end of this debate in which we will ask the general audience here who won this debate. Although I'm anticipating that some people may have already made up their minds.
Yes, any Minecart could be back at any time now, so yeah, if he does not return, it might go to Syotos by default.
Yes, that is a rule we have going on here.
We totally did not just make that rule up. We came with it before this. We came up with it a week before this because we were talking about it a week ago. Isn't that right, Lada? Because we're like BFFs.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so shall we go over our list of sponsors for this evening?
Yes, right after this question that Taco's asking, because he's going to spam it. I'll let you answer first. How do you pronounce Syotos' name?
I'm going to go ahead and go on the Google Translate and go to the English speaker there, and we'll see how it pronounces this name.
Wait. We'll leave that to Megan Kelly, our fact checker. Okay.
Okay. Kelly, can you give us an accurate thing here?
All right, if you do something like that again, I'm going to have to kick you, okay? Because I can't have you interjecting in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let Corrupted, we'll let Megan Kelly do it. And when you get it on Translate, actually, you probably don't even need to use Translate. Just use text to speech on here, and it might say it right.
Okay.
I'll allow you to get it over here. Yeah, Megan Kelly, do text to speech on here so we can hear it on the.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll do it. I think I have I have the command. CTS and space. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. It's okay.
Okay, then. So it is confirmed. It is pronounced Syotos.
Great. Well, that settles that. All right, what do you think about our sponsors?
All right, so our first sponsor is going to be the audiobook version of Minecraft.
And our next sponsor is AIDS.
And then our other sponsor here is going to be Hillary for Prison 2016, where their motto is "Lock her up."
Our next sponsor tonight is Mitch's Incredible Tacos. Sponsored by Taco, created by Taco, loved by Taco, produced by Taco.
All right, and our last sponsor for tonight will be the National Foundation for Autistic Children.
Which we're not giving any money to. Psych. We deserve it more, okay?
I couldn't agree more, friend.
Oh, okay. We're also sponsored by Pokemon Go, so yeah, dead meme.
All right, and if you all want to donate to make more events like this possible, please go onto 9v90.com, and if you donate, this helps keep this idea of a debate going on into the years to come.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it to this. If Minecart does not join in 5 minutes, I'm going to have to end the debate and give it over to Syotos, because he hasn't been here for like about 10 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, I'm going to do stuff on the backstage. I'm trying to see what the heck he's doing right now, so that we could hopefully prevent default win by absentee.
Oh, Voice, you would take his place. I don't know. Voice, I don't know if you'd be able to talk for Minecart. Because this is their debate. Voice, I don't know, you're not sided with him, you're sided with Syotos, Voice. You're basing it with Syotos. You're much better and more sophisticated. Honestly. Oh no, Kaisum, no. I could probably fill in for Minecart. I'm not biased to any other side, and I mean, I know what Minecart's going through with, you know? And I mean, I'm sophisticated.
He might be having a breakdown, as some suggest.
Yeah, we can talk about how he's setting up NVHQ 420. 420th base.
Yeah, let's go ahead and discuss about that. I think that can be an interesting point of discussion here. So we all know these NVHQs don't really go very far in terms of their lifespans. How do you think he could have made them actually last longer than 3 days?
Now, I think it's really, and this is what I think of all the bases that he's made, he set a precedent for himself when he made the first base, calling it New Valk. I think that was something that after Legion felt like a copying off. It's kind of ironic. He's copying off of a copy because our group had originally copied, and people took that as, oh no, we don't like this idea. This is no. And from then on, I think the fact he invited tons of people, too many people to that base, and like those two factors, him inviting too many people and this being a base based off another one, kind of set up the thing where people want to go after. People were trying to go after it. So when he invited people, specifically like Huthiva and others,
he says he has a voice message from Minecart11, and he wishes to play it in the voice chat briefly.
Okay, yeah.
Hello there, gentlemen. All right, this comes to me directly from Minecart11. That is all.
That was perfect. Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, then,
So it
go
sounds like
ahead.
Minecart11 has quit. I mean, he just bailed on the debate, as you can tell in that message.
I've already attempted to contact him without any response yet. Apparently, he went to eat dinner,
Oh, he went to eat dinner. Wow,
so we might
nice
expect him in
excuse.
a.
He's probably like crying in his bathroom right now or something. Probably trying to OD to escape.
And speaking of dinner, I actually have to use the restroom briefly. Voice, why don't you go ahead and get on briefly and talk and discuss with my fellow moderator here while I'm gone?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's me and voice. Wow.
Hang on.
We're like
Hang
black
on. It's
and
not
white.
you and
Like,
voice. It is not you and voice.
yeah, we're like black and white, red and blue.
I am none other than Street Lamp Lemus.
That's beautiful. So voice, you were only here for a short amount of time. Were you watching on YouTube Live? Or have you
Yes,
kept
I
up
was.
with this? Okay. So what do you think in your opinion of how it's gone so far?
Well, my opinion has been voiced through Lada already. That I think this is literal human excrement, because I think not biased here, and it's going to sound like I am. Syotos does a lot to tick me off on a regular day. He can agree with this. He knows. But Minecart wasn't answering. You could tell there was timidness to his voice. I think Syotos was nicely assertive, because
Oh, by far.
I will say that I am secretly hashtag Team Syotos. Be sure everyone to put that on Twitter to show your support. But
Use the hashtag SyotosChan on Twitter. SyotosChan. We'll do that.
this has been a pathetic debate, in my full opinion. Though I have disliked everything that both sides have done, because I think this is a joke, like a massive joke.
Yeah, so do I. I think that's what it was from the start. I don't think Minecart was prepared for this.
I mean, he just set himself
think
up for
Syotos had a lot
crucifixion.
in- Yeah,
He's like the
I think
Jesus
Syotos had a lot
Christ.
in mind when he came in here.
He's the Jesus Christ of New Valk. He just set himself
Exactly.
up for crucifixion.
But yeah, I think Syotos had a lot in mind coming into this debate. He had a lot more he wanted to talk about and a lot smarter points than Minecart had. I feel like Minecart, if he would have thought about it, had a few of himself. Like, I feel like he has more he can say, but
I don't think Minecart has the wit.
He doesn't have the capacity to say it on spot. I feel like if he sat down and typed it out, or sat down and had the time to think about it, yeah, maybe he would have
Consulted
some
the
point.
internet, or maybe the rest of his base.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, hey guys, what's some good roasts I can get on Syotos?
Yeah, Google's it. Google's name MC.
But yes, no, as we speak, I am currently making some nice preparations. I just want to say that, I did want to say this. I love Lada. He's awesome. But he was very boring.
Yeah, very monotone.
He is on a daily basis, but he's he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I feel like he handled the debate very fairly. I think much more fairly than anybody else could have. And I respect him for that.
I don't respect the way he pronounced excrement.
I did not either. I thought that was pretty bad. I personally wanted to interject a few times. I'm pretty sure everybody else in the Discord wanted to interject a few times.
And I did interject a few times, because I like to speak my opinion when I feel like it needs to be spoken, and I felt like it needed to be spoken.
That's what the chat for was, many people. But I think it would have gone a little bit better if I had access to Error Spot, because I could have done clapping sound effects and stuff. Which, when Minecart gets back, I'm just gonna scream until he gives it to me.
That's what she said.
Oh, I set it up to be like that. Great. Voice, that was perfect. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, I made it back.
Lada, you're fired.
What?
Yeah, we're fired, you.
Just kidding.
I know. I've heard that somewhere before. I knew I shouldn't have had that burrito for dinner.
I mean, I'm liking this three-way moderation right here. It just feels like not.
No one sided with no one sided with Minecart. If you want an evenly set group, you want someone who's leaning in the middle, like Lada. Someone who would lean towards Syotos, because I just think he's and I would nominate probably myself in this, being biased, even though I said some unbiased things.
Well, okay, I would probably
because
be the
you have to have support both ways.
I would probably be the person leaning towards Minecart, which is sad to say, but we have allied our bases, New Valk and Oasis, because we want to set up a system of power and trade and connection between these two. It's probably not smart, but what I'm trying to do here is set up some sort of, combination of power between us both. It might be minimal, but it's enough to really expand what I've built and what he's built. And what I built at Oasis is what I feel like is more than a base. It's a combination of people that's peaceful, and I'm trying to avoid conflict at it. And getting that power from Minecart, and the resources and whatnot, and being able to reciprocate that is a very important connection.
Right.
So I would have to lean towards Minecart because I'm allied with them, of course. But I do feel
if you want someone who's biased towards Syotos, you got your boy right here. Right here.
But I really feel like that since I'm allied with Minecart, I don't know. I mean, I want to be allies with Syotos and Minecart both, and I know that Syotos will not allow that. So, yeah.
I want to say Syotos has said that he is directing a question actually to Bezo himself. Bezo, you lied to me.
About what?
I don't know.
Yeah, tell me about what, and I'll answer it. Hot off the ally. No, okay. What the whole thing was, I had said I would ally. No, I did not lie to you. That's not what I said. What I meant was I had allied with Minecart, sharing resources and whatnot. We're not giving each other base cords and whatnot. Not like that. I mean,
yes, base cords. No.
Exactly. Yeah, we're just trading up resources and whatnot. I mean, if I saw him if I saw one of his New Valk members like on the highway or something, I'd probably kill him because he has too many of them. To be honest. So, I'm not completely allied with him.
Gentlemen, I'm going to drop a poll down here for the audience for them to get an insight on who they think won the first two segments of this debate.
Can we set that up that it doesn't track your IP or anything like that?
I had it set as IP safe and all that good stuff there.
No, you want to get rid of that. It really improves accuracy, believe me. I'm a poll master.
Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Why don't do that? Because that's the thing is that they can vote multiple times. Don't do that.
Frankly, I know when the polls are rigged.
All right, the poll has been set there. We'll check it out in about
right after this short message.
And we'll see what's going on.
Right after this short massage.
Okay, so
how's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm doing right.
Yes, Syotos, you can vote.
Minecart11 is committing voter fraud. Syotos is currently winning.
Is going to be happening in this poll of polls.
One vote for Minecart. I wonder who voted for that.
Definitely not me. Syotos, I love you. I didn't vote Minecart. I swear.
Oh, right. I need to give this poll out to other people on the public Discord, because apparently we have listeners relaying that information to the people there, so we can get a more broader response.
Kurt performed in this debate. My honest answer would be Syotos has won. He came in more confident than Minecart did.
He doesn't have to be more confident than Minecart to win.
Mm-hmm.
Lada, are you unbiasedly agreeing with me? Or are you biasedly agreeing with me? Because we can't have bias from you.
I'm the one who's unbiased here, I assure you. Because let me explain why I'm unbiased, okay? I've had my experiences with both individuals. With Minecart11, it was when I joined in a few of their new Valkyria bases for a while.
Why would you do that?
Move off on my own. And then for the part on Syotos, I guess representing his part, I talk with them in the Discord they have with every now and then, and I'm ceremonially, although I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but I am a part of Legion. Although nowadays it feels like I kind of spend stuff on my own.
I feel like nowadays Legion's not a thing.
Thank goodness it's not.
So
it needed to not be a thing.
I'm biased. I can only hope that is a sufficient defense of my position.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna put it off at 1 more minute until we close the polls here.
Yeah.
And then
we're about to find out who won.
And then I will announce the result of the polls in a minute. So make sure all the votes are going on here.
Hey Lada, did you properly pronounce the audiobook?
Mine.
What? Say it again.
Mein Kampf.
Mein Kampf. Yes, if anyone would like the link to that, you can check out our first You Can't Podcast With Us episode, or if you would like, I could find the link for you guys.
Alright, so the polls are going to be closing in 15 seconds here.
Alright, let me vote. Unbiasedly.
Okay.
Alright.
I know, right? Like, he's been gone for a while. He's drinking his tears.
I'm gonna have to agree. Alright, I gotta go vote.
He's eating his regret. He's eating his regret away.
And I'm gonna have to give a sympathy vote to Syotos.
Yeah, Minecart's eating his regrets.
Alright, I'm gonna refresh it one more time, and then I'm gonna be saying the results. Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, okay. Waiting. Because I did my unbiased vote already.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know when you're done so I can announce it.
Hang on. 1 minute. Right, go for it.
Alright, here we go. Our poll of polls has now closed, and I can now say with confidence that Syotos has won the first
You
two
are the
segments
father.
with 80% of the vote, with only 20% of people saying Minecart11 has won the first two segments of this debate. What do y'all think about this?
He wasn't even here for the second half.
Exactly.
How can you win when you're not present? He's not that competent.
No, my first two segments. I have
feel
two
like-
segments in this
I
first
feel
part
like
of the debate.
Syotos could win it not present just because Minecart would make Syotos' case for him.
Voice. Minecart was here for the first two segments. Syotos can confirm with this. The first segment was about achieving prosperity, and the second one was about reputation.
Yeah, I heard the reputation thing, and I didn't care for either of those answers. That's unbiased. Actually, that's extremely biased because I'm biased towards myself on that. But
Right.
I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah, guys, we need more questions to pass this by, or else, I mean, we might as well just end it. Minecart's not coming back anytime soon.
This is this is better than Minecart's podcast, but it is just a mile shy than You Can't Podcast With Us. Which, by the way, uploaded a new episode today. If you guys haven't seen it, I just want to say it's pretty good. Syotos, link these kind gentlemen to the podcast.
And if you guys haven't seen my Reddit post, the base, go see it. Because, like, every Legion member downvoted it on Imagers, so
by the
that's
way,
great.
If you didn't see the podcast post on Reddit, those were loving middle fingers from Syotos and myself.
Oh, no, it's fun.
However, towards Minecart, they were extremely hostile.
I would assume.
Okay, Taco, let me address your question about God of 9B9T. It was overused in the early days. Oh, well, okay, I think Syotos is now using them hatefully. I think this could be considered hate speech.
That might be something we can discuss in the last two segments of this debate, perhaps. We have some live developments happening.
Taco, you make a very solid case. Syotos isn't even verbally speaking, and he's still winning.
Somehow, this is an extraordinary movement going on here.
Which is why I will be taking Minecart's place as head of New Valk. So you New Valk boys better cough up those chords so I can come join you.
Oh, are we seeing a coup d'etat happening here now?
What?
Oh. Someone is asking, no, they're begging for a Punishment Day video to be made out of them.
Oh my gosh.
Is it Minecart? Right now he's getting punished hard.
Wait, Minecart's still live on YouTube, on his channel.
Wait,
Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh.
So,
This is
to those of
bad.
you listening, I think Death Whisper was on there. Hi, Death. Yeah, he had a lot of his fans are like going nuts too. Actually, they weren't. He muted his microphone. He might have even unplugged it so you guys wouldn't hear the tears.
Oh, I'm
flashing
here.
against the floor.
What happened? I'm unmuted. I have been unsilenced. Hello, guys. How you doing? Well, you see, it gets very boring after like 30 minutes straight off jerking off.
Oh, I found the YouTube live stream now.
Is anyone watching
Yeah,
it?
I'm watching it. I'm about to start watching
Yeah, it's just us in here pretty much. Some guy made a really relevant comment saying, I give minus 5 million odds on Slideshow to win and plus a trillion on Minecart to win. Thank you, Flying Rubber God. I'm your biggest fan.
Feels weird hearing the sound back from the YouTube and seeing how it's delayed by a few seconds in relation to the current chat.
Yeah.
Feels weird trying to debate with a guy who didn't even
The
show
way
up.
you see, you poop them out, Taco.
We could wait. No, does anyone have access to Minecart 26?
Man, that guy's even more boring and stale.
Let's see.
Because I feel like he would make a good replacement. Oh, we just pretend he's Minecart11.
Well, I don't know, we might as well invite
Taco,
Lazy
please
Boy
tell me
there.
you're joking.
Yeah, let's get Celebration in here.
The same person.
Wait, it is? Oh, that explains why they're both so fucking stupid. Oh, that's a prank.
Okay.
I might even just restart my computer here, go sleep for like 7 hours, come back and then dominate him for like 5 minutes until he leaves again.
Guys,
I'm sure he just didn't go to bed.
I'm going to ask Minecart11 if I could have the .mp4 file for the YouTube video here that he's making for the stream.
I've
so I could
recorded all of it as well.
If you're going to use
Holy
it,
shit, I
include
was...
some of my quality roasts, Salada.
Gotcha.
I do have a sexy voice.
That's why
Jeez, in the chat,
and
boys.
look like the most British person ever.
I'm Danish, what the fuck?
What?
Lada, I'm not joking when I say this, but he's correct. I have had third-party confirmations on this too.
That I'm Danish?
Yes.
Jeg kan jo bare begynde at snakke fucking dansk i små spørgsmål. Så. Altså, der er ingen af jer, der forstår, hvad jeg siger nu, så jeg kan lige så godt bare sige et eller andet super dumt.
I got the
Danish whacker.
I got the transcript here from the first presidential debate, and I want to see if I could do a good impression of Lester Holt here.
Stop calling it a debate.
Let's see. Good evening from
Well, thank you.
University in Hampstead, New York. I'm Lester Holt, anchor of NBC Nightly News. I want to welcome you to the first presidential debate. The participants tonight are Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. This debate is sponsored by the Commission on Presidential Debates, a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization. The commission drafted tonight's format, and the rules have been agreed to by the campaigns. The 90-minute debate is divided into 6 segments, each 15 minutes long. We'll explore 3 topic areas tonight: achieving prosperity, America's direction, and securing America. At the start of each segment, I'll ask the same lead-off question to both candidates, and they will each have up to 2 minutes to respond. From that point until the end of the segment, we'll have an open discussion. The questions are mine and have not been shared with the commissions or the campaigns. The audience here in the room has agreed to remain silent so we can focus on what the candidates are saying. I will invite you to applaud, however, at this moment as we welcome the candidates, Democratic nominee for President of the United States, Hillary Clinton, and Republican nominee for President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Well, I'm restarting my computer while Minecart is doing whatever the fuck he's doing.
Go
Alright.
for it. What's with all this highlighted stuff here? Oh, this is an annotation. I didn't know you could do that in the Washington Post.
I can do a pretty mean Donald Trump impression.
Here, let me link you the. I can actually link you the transcript.
Did you guys know that? Oh yeah, link me the transcript and I'll read stuff off like I'm Donald Trump.
Yeah, you could, like,
Wait,
you
Minecart's
could-
back. Minecart's back, you guys. Minecart's
China.
typing.
He's back.
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Slackness, I love you.
I love him. Okay, here's the transcript. I already started off with the first part of Lester Holt with the introduction here. I'll go be Lester Holt.
Hang on.
I'm going to be, frankly, I'm going to be Donald Trump. I'm going to make America great. Believe me. It's going to be huge.
I'll try to do my best Hillary, okay?
You just have to do an evil witch laugh.
I am Hillary Clinton, and this is our first president.
Alright, so we're gonna start at the, if you guys are looking at the transcript, I already said the whole introduction here, and then we're gonna start at the start where it says applause, and then Clinton's gonna start there. Wait, no, not start there, I'd still have to talk too much.
Applause.
Yeah.
All right, Hillary.
Talk. Yes, Syotos, you can be Ken Bone.
Ken Bone was in a later one. Does someone else want to be Hillary? Someone
I'm
preferably
Hillary.
with that.
I'm the
you are?
Hills, okay?
Without any actual opinions and being very boring and stale, please. I'm just gonna watch him.
No, okay, look, I'll just copy.
Guys, wants to be. Wait, Minecart is back.
Wait, he's back?
No.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit.
He is. He is. Oh my gosh.
Minecart. I have a
Everyone,
question.
calm down. Everyone who is not relevant to the debate needs to leave voice now or leave
How
them.
are you, Donald? I'm Hillary.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, Minecart, I have one question for you, and then I will shut up. What is your thoughts on this audio message that you sent me right after you left? Yes.
Don't try to lie your way out of it. That's very obviously you.
I will proceed to shut up.
Okay, let's gather back ourselves here as our two opponents here regroup, and we'll go ahead and get the last two segments of this debate to go on before our analysis. So,
Alright, one more moment.
So,
hold on. Full air spot. Enable air spot. Give me like full Discord perms so I can do that. No, look. I'm just gonna play like clapping sound effects and stuff.
My God, nobody's actually gonna watch this video. You're so boring.
I think it'd be cool to have the clapping sound effect. It makes sense.
They're all in this fucking Discord.
Okay, so, are you going to put Aerospot? Okay, so, we'll just assume that in various points people are clapping. So, audience, use your imagination. Alright. So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first Minecart11 versus Syotos debate. And we're joined back by our two favorite friends here, Minecart11 and Syotos. So, our third segment is going to be called, what was the third segment I called? Our third segment is going to basically be an interesting and orthodox one, and we're going to call it roast session. How this is going to work? Okay, I love the enthusiasm, but let me finish here. In this segment, each of you is going to try to roast the other, and we will see who ends up doing the most roasting here. We're going to go ahead and do, I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to have a random number generator between 1 and 2, and whichever number ends up being rolled here will go first in the roasting. So let me go ahead and do that quickly.
Well, in a roast, can I just ask him some questions and just watch him suffer as he cannot answer any of them?
Well, I guess it's a roast after all. I'm sure you all know
Well,
what.
it's just a humiliation. Really.
All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get the number rolled here. It will be 1. 1 will be assigned to Minecart, and the number 2 will be assigned to Syotos. So I'm going to roll a dice and see where it lands. Okay, I rolled it. I rolled 1. So Minecart11, you're going first. Syotos will remain silent until the roast has been done, in which Syotos will then do his roast here. So Minecart11, you may begin. Just attempt to roast him. That's all.
Can somebody kick Beastar? Jesus Christ. I know he's the guy spamming Kappa. I'm a relevant idiot. Alright, well, you have more.
Syotos, please.
Well, I
Syotos,
thought that was it, considering your short responses. Go on
Minecart,
then.
you can continue.
It already has.
I thought this would be an interesting element to add to this debate, because this debate is none like we've ever seen in the
Minecraft has
past.
a very hard time answering questions that isn't directly yes or no related.
Give Minecart his time, and he'll give you yours. Okay. We're all waiting on you, Minecart. Oh, and
Alright, kick Taco. Fuck Taco. Get him out of here.
You're almost gonna be done, Minecart. I hear frustration in the audience.
Wow. The whole
Oh,
5 minutes of thinking could get you.
so you want Syotos to go first then? All right, Syotos, you may proceed with your roast.
Well, we can start off with an easy one here. Jimmy, you had more people at NVHQ4 than you have on Facebook. That's it. Goodbye. Predictable for a guy with no friends. Can I answer back on his roast?
Yes, go ahead. This is a
I was
roast.
just questioning whether or not you said relevant or irrelevant. You mumble a lot when you're nervous. Okay. I guess you didn't. It was a very great discussion. coming in here from Minecart. Yes, some very great responses. Very detailed.
Alright, this part seems to be going very well here. Do you two wish to agree that we can move on to our fourth and last segment for the evening? Because this is getting
But-
really...
But Lottie, he hasn't even answered his thing yet. He was asked a question and he hasn't answered a single question so far. Just been him trying to dodge all of the questions and or challenges.
Oh, okay. That's a
Also, Minecart, actually, there was something very interesting that happened in the policy. Kai Sam, your good friend, your best friend ever, said that he didn't actually know about the plan to take down K2 because it was not his place to know. He was not in charge, something along those lines. And you asked me to ask him about the plan on K2, so what's all of that about? Another list of disabilities you have, I guess. Short memory. That's not a fucking surprise. I'm sorry, I can't hear shit because Bezo is doing this stupid fucking thing where he just really wants the attention.
Shall we kick him?
Oh, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Alright then.
Oh my
I
god, could you please repeat your statement?
Yes, please repeat it so that we may hear.
Well, it's high noon somewhere in the world. Alright. Is that why there's suddenly like 34 members at NVHQ? You just try to go for like 4 members, but you keep forgetting that you already invited like 10? No, that's just because bad decisions and such. Well, thank you for answering my question. First one you've answered today.
I think we can go ahead and move on to the fourth and final segment of this debate titled Your Server, Your Future. So this first question here is going to go to Syotos this time. And the question is, what do you see yourself doing in the server in the next 2 months?
Oh, 2 months. Well, it's rather short time, but I guess, playing at K2, waiting desperately for Minecart every single day, being disappointed at the end of every single day when I realized that he doesn't have the cords to it and he was just bluffing all along. Then I start to cry a little bit. Then I go get some chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. Then I slowly get fatter. Then I make a lag machine because the low Carsi syndrome. And then I have Minecart begging me to stop the lag machine, telling me he will raid K2 if I don't, and then I will still sit here at K2 and wait for him, and he will still not show up. That's the next 2 months.
Alright, Minecart11, what do you see yourself doing 2 months from now in the server?
Probably gonna involve raiding K2, right? Alright, well, tell us your master plan.
Mike, are you prepared to tell us what this plan is? The people want to know.
But you're gonna dig the highway overworld? Oh, you're gonna dig the highway to 3 mil overworld. I got it. No. It's 375,000, not 375k. Well, in theory, 375k, but that would just be 375.
Alright, okay, so is that all you're going to be going about discussing your plan? People here on the server are very eager to understand what exactly your plans for the future are and how it will affect our server.
Surprise. Wait, didn't you end it? Ah. So you just stopped building bases, okay. Oh no! Devastating. Oh, not fib. Okay. Well, I get to live. Nice day. Paradigm won't, but you won't find Paradigm. Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, what if I was lying? Do you think somebody would actually do that? Like, go on the internet and lie? You thought this account was at 30 mil yesterday. It's been at K2 for around 3 to 4 days.
Crap, I just
You're
realized.
kind of behind here on your list of player locations.
I just realized I had the mic muted for the recording.
Alright, well,
Just unmuted
good,
that.
because you spared yourself the embarrassment. I've recorded all of it, so don't worry.
Good. You can upload your app.
No, this is way too unentertaining to upload to you can't podcast with us.
Not you can't podcast with us.
Yes, you can't podcast with us. That's the name of the channel. Not that fast,
Well,
are
then
you?
upload it to whatever isn't you can't podcast with us.
No, because I like uploading entertaining content, and this is just me talking to a wall. I'll get more out of fucking talking with a lazy boy.
You can't even talk with Lazy Boy. You got banned from the Discord and the Reddit.
Okay. What were you saying, Lotta? Sorry for interrupting.
I had asked the minecart his response to being called by you as quote unquote talking to a wall.
Oh. It's not really talking to a wall. I've responded to a lot of this stuff.
Have you? You've just been a big book of, I don't really want to talk about that right now. It's all a big part of the master plan, which will unfold shortly.
No, the part of the master plan involves a base, but I don't really want to say anything.
Part of the master plan involves a base. Holy shit, what a master plan you have yourself.
We heard it here first here at the first debate.
The first and the last, because this kid's clearly not going to ever say or do anything.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Just
really.
you wait.
Oh, I'm gonna wait. There's nothing else to do while you try your best to find my base, where you don't even know which axis it's on. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. You're mumbling.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next question for our segment on your server, your future. Our next question here is going to be, what groups do you think might arise in the near future? As we all know, there was a duplication glitch that had occurred for a while, very recently, that allowed for the duplication of many items, and it's been agreed by many people that as a result of this had changed the server, as people in various groups, as well as the group You Can Podcast With Us, made more public during its own discussion. So my question to y'all is, what new groups do you expect to arise soon?
This
is an open discussion, by the way.
Alright, I'll take the initiative. NBHQ or NV will probably stay stale. Kaisan was thinking about leaving if the next base gets destroyed, so that's nice. What the fuck were they called? Like Ica? Some guys making a lag machine earlier, begging me to say quotation start. Please say in chat, Ica lag off, please. Quotations and it's pretty much just them trying to get a screenshot, probably posting it on Reddit, show how pathetic I was or something along those lines. Of course, I told them to go fuck themselves. They'll probably be the next locality thing, and I don't really know anything about any other team.
I know.
Minecart.
Yeah, so I know probably Bezo's team is going to be the next team. They're allied with us.
Yeah.
Destiny is too. You can guess where this is gonna go.
In the direction where you embarrass yourself?
No, it's gonna go in the direction of K2 and 30 mil, 30 mil.
Oh, that's the only direction you've ever been going, except for the fact that you have no idea where the fucking K2 is. You just keep spewing out bullshit that you don't back up. You've been threatening me to raid K2 for over 24 hours, and you've done jack shit. You haven't even provided what axis it's on, because you have no fucking idea.
Do I have to provide an axis?
No, but you kind of have to follow up on your threat. And if you can't even provide basic things, such as which C it is, or which X it is, your information through this entire thing, all of your arguments so far will be very, very stale. Like you're typing in chat currently, Draco12, clearly a new fact, thinks you have the chords. You obviously don't. I even spoke with, who was it? Kai-Sam doesn't know where they are, Bezo doesn't know where they are, and you even involved Bezo into the discussion earlier when you said that Bezo was going to come and raid it with you, and I spoke to Bezo.
He said that we were going to do it.
What?
He said that he wanted to do it.
Oh, is that Bezo lying I hear over in the forest? Trying to ally with me, or is that Minecart lying?
No,
I don't know.
I'm going to interject here because I feel like I should, since it's involving me. I did not say that. Peace.
Oh yeah, Project Unity is going to be the next second biggest thing right after us.
Alright then. So, I think, okay, I think we can all agree now that we can begin wrapping this up. So, I want
No. Lada, we haven't even gone uncensored at each other yet. I want to go with this guy. This guy's just been spewing out bullshit through this entire...
I myself am still trying to find the one question that will just be an excellent discussion piece that you two will just talk about and maybe talk over each other at some point over a continuous 5 minutes, maybe.
It's going to be a hard time talking over a guy who doesn't even fucking speak. Fucking Europe has said more than in an entire day than you've done through this fucking podcast. Europe is a fucking mute. Minecart, why are you so bad at defending yourself? Like, in theory, let's say you had the course to K2. In theory, let's say you can make it out to 30 mil within the next 2 months. Why have you not started doing any of it yet? I've been sitting here humiliating you for a solid hour now, and you've done absolutely nothing about it. Are you gay? Do you like taking it in the ass?
Nope. But you do.
Oh, that took you 35 minutes to think of the roast. Good job, Minecart. That's the best answer I've ever heard.
10 minutes. And it wasn't even part of the roast.
Well, that was the only remotely roasty thing you've said all conversation.
I think this sounds like a good segment.
Yeah, but Minecart doesn't want to answer my question. He just threw back a not even close to witty comment. Thought he was funny and then silenced himself and went on to type in chat on 9B or something like that.
I think this might be a good time to say, no, I'm not going to end this yet. I just got a new idea now for our new segment here. We're going to have each of our people here ask each other a relevant question, and we'll see if they manage to answer it. So, because Syotos said his question, Minecart11 gets to ask Syotos any question that he has in mind for him.
Question quick. Minecart didn't answer my question at all. I asked him why he was so weak and why he didn't defend himself at all, why he hasn't started any of his master plans yet, and why he likes taking it in the ass by me.
I don't take it in the ass.
Can you please answer Syotos' question?
Minecart?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you answer Syotos' question as he has requested for you to do that before we move on?
Well, I haven't started my plan because A, it's only been 24 hours.
Well,
B,
that would be plenty of time to go to the location of K2 and raid it, assumably.
B, we just got to the location we were going to group up yesterday.
You want to group up to raid a base, or you could just wait for somebody to, like, I was the only person online for like 2 hours earlier today. Could have easily raided the base then.
You know, I'm not out that far right now.
Okay. You said K2 was out that far. Could be at 10 mil, could be at 2 mil, could be at 500k, could be at 100k. You clearly have no idea where the fucking base is. This is amazing.
Okay, and now a message from our sponsor.
What the fuck? No. There's no sponsors.
Alright, so has Syotos, do you feel like Minecart has answered your question?
Not even close. He just said, it's only been 24 hours. We had to group up to raid a base where nobody was online. It takes a lot of effort to go all the way out to K2 at 30 mil 30, where it's definitely located. That's all for Minecart today. I can't answer any more questions. That's kind of the impression I got.
Well,
Shoot. Your response, Minecart.
well, you can get out of it what you want, but just know that I'm gonna find your base and I will destroy it. And you will.
Relax there. Taking flashbacks, man. You will find me and you will kill my base. Except for the fact that you need some extra skills and the thing exciting us. Alright. Minecart, I can ask you a real quick question here.
Yes.
That will easily determine whether you know where K2 is or
Alright, this
isn't.
will be the last question from Syotos before Minecart gets to ask his question.
Minecart, will you answer this question 100% truthfully? It's just a simple yes or no question, okay? Minecart?
What?
Is that okay? This is a simple
Yes,
yes or no
it's okay.
question. Alright. Is K2 over 5 million blocks out, yes or no?
Considering how many people are at the base and who's there, I would say yes. But since you slash killed and went to spawn and there's no highway going out there, I'm gonna say no.
Right, that's all I needed to know. So you didn't really answer the question, but yeah.
No, I did
just
answer
said
the
yes
question. I
and
said no. It's not further than
Okay,
5 miles.
so the question is answered with a straight no from you.
Well, you asked, is it closer or further than 5
No.
miles?
I just want to know, is the answer to the question yes or no?
I do know where K2 is, and I do know it's not 500 or 5 mil further out from spawn.
Alright, and that's, so the answer is no.
I will get the cords. I might not have them now.
What is the answer? No, Minecart. Answer the fucking question, you pathetic little cunt.
Okay, let's keep it civil now.
No,
okay?
shut up, Lana. This kid is avoiding my question so hard. Minecart, yes or no?
I like how mad you're getting over this.
I'm not even mad. I'm just frustrated because I've been sitting here for fucking 2 hours and you haven't given me a single fucking thing yet.
Well,
which means you're full
accomplished
of
then.
bullshit and you're just attention whoring in chat, you pathetic little faggot.
Whoa, that's some strong language, Syotos.
Well, yeah, it's that sentence right there was bigger than your
You sound kind of pissed right now.
Debate. Well, I am kind of
that you
pissed you
even
won't
wanted to-
answer a simple yes or no question. You're full of bullshit, Minecart.
And you deciding to
Yes or
debate
no?
with me and then choosing that it was a bad idea later is not?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat that, you mumble?
And you
Alright, I'll
choosing
take
to,
that.
And you choosing
on.
to... Good job, Syotos. You like to interrupt people, don't you?
No, I just usually think you finish your sentences right after you do. You literally have given me jack shit through this entire debate. Minecart,
Yes?
last time, yes or no, over 5 mil?
No, it's not over 5 mil.
Your answer is no, correct?
Yes.
You have no fucking idea about anything. Okay, Lotta, you go.
So Minecart11, you can ask Syotos any question you have, and he has to answer it truthfully.
Okay.
Yeah, it's therefore, of course, one of the course to K2. I'm not gonna answer that shit.
Thinking of a question.
You're still thinking of your roast as well, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Why do you think people are gonna... Ooh, I have a good question.
Yes?
Why do you think people believe you when you say you have a ton of gear, yet you haven't showed anyone that you have it in general? Or at all?
I don't need to prove myself. You think I've been out here duping for 7 days straight, not duping a single piece of gear? You fucking retarded. You were the guy who said you had all this shit. I never said I had all this shit. I simply said I was a part of the richest base. 1919.
You said your base had
Yeah, I'm base.
40 dubs
that's
of
true.
gear.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't feel like doing a base tour every single day of my base.
Quote unquote, Syotos.
Before. Yeah? Quote unquote what?
You said this in your own words, that you had
Yes.
42 dubs of gear.
Gaps, yeah, I have more
Gaps.
now. I have like probably 100 or so. If you count them in shulker box, I probably have more.
Well, we want to see a screenshot of those, apparently, because a lot of
all
people...
100 dubs?
Because we can't believe you, because...
Well, what if I don't need you to believe me? I don't give a shit if you believe me or not. You're clearly fucking retarded.
This
Just
is
through
a
this
community
entire discussion,
question,
people have seen
Syotos.
that.
Other people have asked this too.
I've never seen anybody else but you ask that. Does
Taco
anybody
asked
in
me.
here actually... Does anybody in here want to see a screenshot of it? So I'll take the screenshot right now and I'll send it. At least of one dub filled with shulker boxes, filled with gapples. That should be enough, right? Or do I have to?
Screenshot proof, Syotos.
Alright, you need
Audience wants to
screenshot
see-
proof. Alright, give me a second. Just gotta make sure I don't leave my court here, so Minecart actually gets the course K2. It'd be intense.
Sounds fun. 10 out of
alright.
10, and we'll find your base again.
You will find my base again? You haven't found a single one of my bases, bro.
I found 30 mil, 30 mil.
No, you didn't. You haven't even been out there to confirm it. That screenshot could easily be fake. And that wasn't you either. You just got that screenshot from somebody else. There is one dub of shulker boxes filled with gapples.
You can't see every single shulker box. You could have had just
Or do you want me to take 54 screenshots of the 42 double chest I have, because I don't give a fuck about what you think. You made your entire dude stash out of obsidian. You begged Fraz for gear in his little Christmas challenge, even though the dude is still fucking active, you moron.
Guess what? I got gear.
Oh my god, he got gear. Where's the screenshots?
I can you should take a video of that. Take a video of
No,
you
I'm
hovering...
not going to take a video of my base. I'm not that desperate.
No, take a video of you hovering your mouse over each shulker box.
And render it and then upload it.
To be fair, Syotos, he kind of does make a valid point there. We do not really know if each box there may
Okay, so you
contain...
think... Okay, wait. May I just ask you a question here? Do you think I just have a single shulker box filled with gapples, and the rest of them are just somehow the same color but all empty? So instead of just duping the golden apple ones, I would have...
I only bring up this point because from the screenshot that you provided, we can't really determine that all of these shulker boxes indeed are labeled gapples and are entirely full of 64 gapples in each inventory slot. I only say this because Minecart11 brought up this point.
Alright, well, can I bring up my point now? Because I've been in here for fucking 2.5 hours soon. I will, under no circumstances, actually go through the fucking effort to record a video, render it, and then upload it just to prove something to Minecart.
Not even render, just record yourself hovering your mouse over it. It's like a...
Yeah, but how will I show you that video?
Take the video link, or the video file, and upload it to the Reddit. Or, not the Reddit, the Discord. Just like you uploaded that screenshot.
You do realize I've been recording all of this, which means I need to end this, and I need to start recording again, and then I'll have to send it to you, and I'll have to start recording again. That's correct, right? Is that correct, yes or no? Well, you can ask
if you say so, you could just...
7 of my base mates if I have it or not, and honestly, I don't give a fucking shit.
Well, apparently you do if you're making such a big deal about it.
No, you're the one making a big deal about it. I just don't feel like... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll fucking take 54 screenshots and I'll send them all to you, my little lovebird. Alright. Let's go.
Because he has counted them all himself. Is this true, boys? Perhaps he may have to add video evidence. No, I'm just kidding, boys. That would be laborious. Okay, so
yeah, just give me a second. I had to take 54 screenshots of this shit just so this kid will believe me. Even though everybody knows I'm richer than Minecart will ever be.
Oh, guess what? We have over 7 dubs of shulker boxes full of gear and
Oh my lord, 7 dubs! I want screenshots of every single one of those. I'm talking every single one, boy.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to take out OBS, take a recording of each...
Yeah, but see, I've been recording on OBS this entire time.
Oh, and guess what? I have that exact same golden apple shulker box that you have. It's labeled gapples and it's yellow. Full of gaps.
Cool. Now I have to press upload 54 times. Give me a second.
oh no, he actually delivered this game.
Now, Minecart, do you want to make an actual valid point, or are you just gonna sit here and try to bullshit me all day?
Do you have...
And he starts laughing. That's the pathetic, I tried to troll Syotos, it didn't work, laugh, saying, haha, you got baited, Syotos, you went through the effort, using 10 seconds of your time to take screenshots.
Alright, Minecart11, anything else you want to ask Syotos before I...
First of all, he's out of shit, his teammate hasn't thought up anything yet, as he doesn't have a single thought of his own. Syotos versus wall. Or 2.
Minecart, I said,
You can hear him typing in chat. That's him desperately fitching to probably beast or some shit.
No,
He's probably
Minecart26
podcast.
asked me what I'm doing, and I said still debating Syotos.
You're not debating me. You're not doing shit.
Well, this is supposed
This is
to
just
be a
me
debate.
crashing on your life. Nobody in here, except for probably Kai Sam, agrees with you.
Good job, Syotos.
Yeah, nice sentence, bro. It's 5 a.m. and Jesus Christ. Alright, have you got actually anything you want to try to bust me on? Anything you want to call me out on? Anything at all? Like how you tried to claim that I got a TP from JJ out to K2 earlier?
No, you got a TP out from JJ to 30 mil, I know that.
From JJ out to 30 mil.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Everyone
Alright,
knows.
interjection here, fact check.
I'm sorry, you mumbled.
Fact check, yeah, Pet, Minecraft's pretty right. Here, every Legion member got a TP out to
Hello?
30 mil.
Well, it's only somewhere in the world, right?
Okay, so you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Minecart says everybody knows that I got a TP out to 30 mil, even though it's pretty much everybody thinks. Nobody actually knows anything, especially not Minecart11. One thing he truly doesn't know is the codes to K2. Minecart, can I call you out on something? I have all of this on recording, right?
Yeah.
How come while I was asking you the question whether or not K2 was above 5 mil, you said something along the lines of, I will find the codes to K2. Does that mean you don't currently have them?
I don't currently have them, but I will have them soon.
What a fucking surprise, right, boys? He doesn't actually have them. Alright, here comes the keyboard warrior. You hear him furiously typing while definitely not arguing in voice. Alright, Taco needs to say something.
Taco will say it in the chat. I have told him he can type it. If he's still there.
Your mind can't relax on the keyboard. Don't think Biso can think that fast for you.
No, Bezo isn't even in the game. I'm talking to Minecart.
Okay, so you can't type, like, you can't text him over Discord or... No?
I'm not doing it right now.
Well, how would I know? Oh yeah, what if I got a TP out to 1 mil? But that's my old secret. Just because it's hard if I got a TP out to 1 mil doesn't mean I got a TP out to 30 mil. Or even 1 mil.
The fact
We're back to K2, which was what you were claiming earlier. You're making a lot of wild accusations here, Minecart. You don't seem to have proof of any.
And how am I supposed to get said proof? You always
No,
deny
but that's like fucking taking a guy in for murder and being like, I'm sure you murdered him. I don't know how to get proof though, but I'm sure you murdered him. That won't hold, bro. God just says, well, everybody thinks you murdered him, so I guess you have to be the murderer.
That's the exact same logic you're using right now.
No, that's... Minecart, I fucking love you for proving my point and making it so easy for me to seem intellectually superior, but you're fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see what Taco has said here. If you look at Fufifa's older videos, you can see...
That's the question I just answered.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I randomly got assaulted by a zombie on the server. Interesting
Very nice.
result.
Zombie has done more for this entire debate than Minecart has.
I've been in the debate.
Were you sure? Were you ever actually here? Did you even show up?
Well, I'm here right now, and I was here at the beginning.
But were you though? Like, have you actually said anything valuable in this debate at all? Like, anything true?
I mean, you're the one who wanted me to do this debate. I didn't really care.
No, I just asked if you wanted to discuss this in Discord, because you were talking mad shit in the PMs earlier today, saying stuff like, I will find your base, I will destroy your base, it's going to be devastating for you when I destroy your base, etc., etc.
It will be devastating. The fact that Minecart11 destroyed your base is going to be the most devastating thing that ever happened to you.
You think Minecraft means that much to me? You must have a very sad life there. I'm sorry, but you destroying my base, first off, it's never going to happen. Second off, wouldn't fucking destroy my life. I don't know how sad of a life you have, Jimmy, but it's not going to be like that for me.
Okay. I think it's time to wrap up this debate here, because things are really getting...
Yeah, I'm not sure we can upload this on YouTube, though. They don't allow
It's live
rape.
right now. It's going to go up anyway.
It's live?
It's live.
Oh, yeah, it's live. Oh, yeah, you're going to get banned for rape.
Gentlemen, to end this...
I'm sorry, my car is 15. He shouldn't be consulted like that.
I want each of you to
So is
do
Lada.
a 30-second speech saying your final thoughts on the debate. And
30 seconds, you show Minecart will be able to actually do that.
Yourself as the best player out of the two. So, since we started with Minecart in the beginning, Syotos will go first in his 30-second remarks. You can begin.
Alright. Could you please repeat what I had to say? Like, something along the lines of what I had to mention? Something like how I'm the better player or something? I didn't hear what you said. I was too busy interrupting you.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
No, I'm sorry. Your mic's kind of quiet.
Oh, you said we were doing that since we were beginning to close this debate out, that I was going to have each of you do a little 30-second speech defending yourselves as we end the debate and explaining why you're the better person out of the other. And I said we'll start with you because Minecart went first at the start of the debate. So Syotos, you can. Why are you there?
Well, if you haven't been watching this entire thing, I've clearly been dominating it. Minecart has spewed out bullshit through the entire thing, hasn't spoken a single word of truth. He mentioned that he had the Caustic K2, then he mentioned he would find the Caustic K2, then he said he would destroy my base, although he has not made any progress yet. Then he said he would raid my current base, which happened to be 30 mil, which I don't actually stay at. He thinks Para's main account is at 30 mil, yet again he stands. That's all I had to say for today. I am clearly the better person.
Alright, Minecart, it's your turn.
The fact that Syotos thinks he's the better person even though he doesn't know anything, he thinks he's a better person because he's...
But I haven't claimed to know anything.
Anyway, let me continue before I get interrupted by Syotos again.
Well, I'm just tired of you spewing bullshit.
Well, I'm tired of listening to hear bullcrap coming out of your fat-ass mouth.
Maybe you should fucking speak back then. You've been silent this entire time while I've slowly been sticking 2 fingers up your fucking ass.
The fact that you think this actually bothers me at all is kind of hilarious because
It clearly does! It clearly does! You had a mental breakdown, like, mid-fucking debate. You left for 40 minutes or so.
I had to eat dinner.
Came back, you haven't said shit, you accidentally mumble out the words, I will find K2, after claiming that you had the Caustic K2.
I never said I had them, I said I will find them.
No, but you said you were gathering your team and you were getting ready to raid it. Which
I am gathering my team and I am getting ready to raid it.
But how are you going to raid it if you don't know where it is?
We're going to start by raiding...
Like, you don't even know what axis it's on. No idea the distance.
Z+, like I know that.
C+, and are you sure of that?
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
How do you know that?
I have people who tell me.
Oh, yeah, you have people who are like, oh, yeah, definitely K2's at C+. I highly doubt that, as I highly doubt everything else you said through this entire thing.
Alright.
Want to continue your statement of bullshit?
Yep.
Please continue, Minecart.
Well, Syotos, the fact that you've been actually attempting to debate with me, even though I didn't really care about this debate. I joined because I wanted to see what you were going to say about everything that's going on. And I wanted to see your reaction of what you would think about me saying I was going to grief your base. which clearly you're starting to laugh about thinking it's a joke when it's not.
It clearly is. You have no idea where the base is. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm just going to mute you temporarily so that I can finish talking. The fact that you think you're better than everyone else in the server, and this is from everyone else's point of view, actually makes you look bad. The fact that you've been trying to roast me, which doesn't really work at all, thinking that you're, oh, Minecart builds like 10 bases and they all die. Ooh. Good job on that. It doesn't work out very well, Syotos. In the end, you're just going to screw yourself over even more when your base gets found and you get destroyed just like you will in this podcast. In the next podcast. That's pretty much it.
Okay then.
You're so dumb. This is amazing. Oh.
Alright, well that's going to do for it. That concludes our debate for this evening. A spirited one. We covered a lot of ground, not everything as I suspected we would, but it was everything. The next debate is going to be scheduled for someday and sometime at some month, and the conversation will continue. A reminder that this debate was sponsored by several sponsors that we had listed out earlier in the debate.
Can I add another one?
Minecart11 for joining us tonight. Good night.
I want to add another sponsor. I'm gonna sell out, please. This is Jimmy Dealey's Bakery from San Diego. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, you can stop the recording now.